Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am Jolly and we are playing part 2 of chapter 7 of Reverse 1999. Here, let's go ahead and grab some rewards. As you can see, I've got Pickles. We'll go in and check him out in a minute. I am currently leveling him up to take Sonetto's place. Let's go into crew. And here is Pickles.
The puppy is delighted by your visit. He is about...
I do like my Pickles. He's DPS, support, and dispeller. I've got him up to level 24 insight. 2, 1, 2. Resonance is 3. And then all these guys, I've got them maxed out on insight level. Even the psych is maxed out, and I'm working on resonance for all these guys. And Yorick is elucidation. And then I have JT and
You often
Sing.
show up unexpectedly.
Everything's maxed out, including the Euphoria.
Given it some thought.
And resonance,
Some of
I
my people also
have
food.
the resonance Piper. The resonance patterns is hyper for him. That's focusing on attack moves. And once I complete the chapter 7, I will be able to farm for the hypocritical murmur. And then I have medicine pocket is also maxed on all of this except for resonance.
Oh,
And then Sonetto's same with her. She's maxed out
today your
except for
shirt matches
resonance.
the color of your
And I
eyes very
still
well.
is this her recommended? Yeah, that's her recommended. I do believe. Yeah, navigating. That's her recommended. So, and I've also been leveling up other. I go by rarity, and then I've been leveling up a little bit here and there on the other characters. So let's go into summoning. I want to do the event. Can we do it? You're short. No. Okay, so I can't do that. Can I do any of them? This one's new. Let's... Wait, I have 2 rabbits. Let's go back to the event. Oops, sorry. Go back to here. Since I have 2 rabbits, I can just do 2.
Don't panic, my lord.
That's the full. And both are 3 stars in the Pioneer. Okay. So let's, I do believe I already have those, so I may just be leveling up the portrait. Okay, Pioneer.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, that would be maxed out. Alright. And then I have one more. Yeah, the Fool. Oh, the Fool's already maxed out with the portrait, so...
It becomes clear to me.
And so, let's go on with our story. Whoops. Verainsumped. I know I said that wrong, but that is the chapter we are on, and I've already done the first episode last Friday. Last Friday we've done that. 37 is awake. She was in a coma for 1 week. The island was attacked. See, the blue and the gray. From opposite ends of the prayer hall, weary eyes meet in a silent standoff.
Nothing's happening.
The Hall of Truth is crowded. There we go. Ideals, noises, and arguments are all crammed into one space.
Miss Virgin, your attention, please.
My connection.
This is a public inquiry, and your answer determines the fate of you and your friends. There will be a vote on your punishment, considering the leak of the island's coordinates and the damages caused by you and Manus Vindictae. Yet, in the past 2 hours, you've looked at your watch 10 times. Forgive me for being blunt. What could possibly bother you more than your sentence?
The coming of the storm?
My apologies.
A mocking click of the tongue can be heard from the crowd.
Let her look, 888. Doesn't it occur to you that time is also in the form of numbers? Perhaps she's waiting for her lucky number to come.
His words cause a ripple of chuckles throughout the hall. Clearly, after hours of debate and discussion, this light-hearted moment brings a much-needed sense of relief.
Besides, what conclusions have the good people here made? We were brought together in this great hall today, for misfortunes have struck us in the past week. Manus followers were found dead in our sacred place, the Gorgon current was cut off, and a human army has invaded our land. There are also the territorial disputes, the threats from external powers, and the conflicts between our guests. As you can see, our guests have brought us quite the unexpected gifts. They will give us their explanations. But whose words should we trust? Those of the Foundation, or Manus Vindictae?
The Foundation? He bows slightly, gesturing to the left of the stage.
I swear on the Stone of Truth that I have no knowledge of the League. We never gave any information to the humans. As we speak, the St. Pavlov Foundation is taking measures to mediate the territorial disputes from outside the island.
But you did report everything here to the Foundation. And you don't know what they did with the information, do you?
Right.
A questionable defense. A doubtful explanation. Why should we trust her? We all know that the Foundation is closely associated with the humans. They are the false friends of the Arcanists. With their crocodile tears and broken vows, while many may have changed over time, their nefarious human taint lingers. Besides, why should we seek collaboration and assistance from an organization that's 7 years behind us on the study of the emanation?
His words evoke a murmur of agreement.
But rush not, brothers and sisters. The moment of decision has not yet arrived. Let's give our old friend Manus Vindictae a fair and equal hearing before casting our pebbles into the pot.
He stretches out his right hand, directing the audience's attention across the stage. On the right, there sits a quiet figure in black and blue.
Indeed. The Foundation's understanding of the emanation is 7 years behind ours. However, our Manus friends here are unable to speak at all, let alone understand complex mathematical principles. Please enlighten us, Miss Arcana. Why were swaths of your followers found dead at the door of our sacred place? Did our math lessons drive them to madness? causing them to bash their heads against the gates of truth like martyrs?
So it would seem.
What?
Her quick and straight answer causes commotion in the crowd. Yet she only gently closes the book on her lap, uncaring of the suspicious stares around her.
One must confess that our followers were ill-prepared to take on the wisdom of the island. But we didst come seek mutual development with sincerity. I trust you are aware of the assistance we have provided over the years in this world of matters, which you, though reluctantly, relied upon. As to this debate, I was once told a story that now seems fitting to recount.
Her gaze falls on the bench. The fair-haired judge has not spoken a word since the debate began.
Pray, share with us.
Thank you kindly. 'Tis the story of the Circle. A young artist told it to me before I arrived on this island. In the ancient past, amid a world of primitive instincts and ignorance, the first intelligent mind awakened. Overwhelmed by the enormity of nature and dismayed by its own insignificance, the creature was shaken to its core. In an act of defiance, it drew a magic circle, shielding its powerless self from the formidable world beyond. This was the first magic, when the primitive man mastered the pneuma within and wielded it against the relentless forces of nature. In that process, man hath gained a deeper understanding of the boundaries and limitations of its power. This is the tale of the first circle. The circle shielded us, and its protection benefits thee to this day. What I find intriguing in this story, man hath established its existence, recognized its boundaries, and learned the purpose of life, all by relying upon this very circle.
What's happening? The hall gate bursts open. The intruder with a small figure leans weakly against the door frame.
37.
All eyes are fixed on the young girls. Some have even risen to their feet in surprise. The leader on the bench breaks the silence.
What's wrong, 37?
The island.
Her pale lips tremble, struggling to get the words out.
Our island has fallen ill.
Even the slightest sound is gone. An eerie silence descends upon the hall. Another dull, muffled thump, as if something struck a hard surface. But it's enough to get the rest of the crowd to their feet. They look up at the roof. The thud came from up there. More thumps follow. It's as if the hall has turned into a drum, with an out-of-control drummer playing frantically on the dome.
Ah! What is going on? Is that a hailstorm?
No. I don't think so.
Is it bombs going off? Standing outside the gate, the numberless corrector looks up at the sky. Being barred from entering the hall, she can see better from where she stands.
Those are Abraxases falling from the sky.
Oh no. Another look at the watch. It's become something... Okay, this is it. The long-anticipated moment has finally arrived.
It's the storm. The storm of this era is here.
Oh no. Alright, again, we have no battle for this episode. We have something here. So let's click back on this. Okay. Storm shelter notice. An urgent notice emitting a monotonous and unignorable ticking sound. Sorry. Emergency notice. For your personal safety, please stop what you are doing and read this report in its entirety unless your life is in immediate danger. The timekeeper has issued a 24-hour storm warning. All investigators are to abandon their current task upon receiving this notice and return to headquarters to seek shelter. Storm shelter precautions. We will prioritize space for the preservation of personal items that comply with the regulations, but note that space at headquarters is limited. Please do not bring unregistered personnel or personal items over 20 kilograms back to headquarters. Note that family members of investigators who are not members of the Foundation are also considered unaffiliated personnel. Wow. In special circumstances, such as having to bring unregistered personnel or extra items back to headquarters to protect the Foundation core principles, please first contact the headquarters through the nearest device with sound functionality, and a dial must have a round movable part and sound, such as a car radio, and we will respond as soon as possible. For the Foundation's core principles, please refer to the Foundation Investigators Code of Conduct, Chapters 1 through 3. Since the storm syndrome is currently irreversible for the safety of the Foundation, returning personnel must undergo an inspection. High levels of infection will restrict your entry, and we will place you in a special isolation area until the storm ends. If you are in a critical situation and require assistance, the various rescue methods outlined in the field mission evacuation instructions will remain in effect. Reasonable rescue requests that comply with regulations will be responded to immediately. Alright, and that concludes part 2, the blue and the gray. And tomorrow I will upload part 3, bring the gavel down. And as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.